to this letter, Major Pedro of the 5th Battalion is coming to Portsmouth tonight.
He must be nearly here by now. When I left him, he was less than 9 miles from him.
How many noblemen were killed in the battle you just fought?
Not many, no one important.
A victory is twice as victorious when all the men return home safely. This letter also says that Major Pedro has given honours to a young man from Chelsea, named Claudio.
Claudio deserves to be honoured, and Major Pedro rewarded him accordingly.
He has an uncle here who would be glad to hear of this.
Please tell me, has Signor Montanto returned from battle?
I don't know anyone with that name, ma'am. There was no Signor Montanto in our army.
My cousin means Lieutenant Benedict.
Ah yes, Benedict has returned and as cheerful as ever.
But tell me, how many men did he kill and eat in this battle? I promised him I would eat anyone he killed.
Lieutenant Benedict served well in the war, my lady.
You had rotten food and he helped you eat it. He's a very brave eater. He's a strong stomach.
He's a good soldier too, lady.
He's a good soldier to a lady. Well then what is he to a lord?
He's a lord to a lord and a man to a man. He's positively stuffed with honourable virtues.
Absolutely, he is stuffed. Like a dummy, as for what he's stuffed with, well, nobody's perfect.
Please, don't take my niece the wrong way, sir. Beatrice and Benedict have been waging a war of wits amongst themselves. Whenever they meet, there's a little battle.
And I always win. The last time we fought, he was so dazed by the end of it that he wasn't much smarter than his horse. But tell me, who is he hanging around with these days? Every month he has a new best friend.
Is that possible?
It's entirely possible. He's incredibly fickle. His affection changes faster than the latest fashions.
I can see you don't like this gentleman.
No. Now come on, surely there must be some new swaggering young ruffian who will happily go to Berlin with Benedict.
He spends most of his time with the good, noble Claudio.
Oh God, Benedict is like a disease. Benedict will plague him like an infection. Like syphilis. God help Claudio. If he's caught the Benedict, he'll lose all his money before he's cured.
I'm going to make sure to stay on your good side, lady.
Do that, my friend.
We'll never fall victim to Benedict's charms, my daughter.
No, not until we see a hot January.
Major Pedro is approaching.
Love a man in uniform.
My dear Leonardo, hosting my whole army is such a huge burden, but you accept it, and me with open arms. Most people choose to avoid trouble, but you run into it.
You are never troubled to this house, sir. It is comforting when trouble departs, but when you leave, you take happiness with you, and leave sorrow in its place.
Ah, you take up your duties too cheerfully. This must be your daughter.
That's what her mother always tells me.
Did you doubt that she was your daughter that you had to ask her mother?
Of course not, Lieutenant Benedict. You were only a child when my daughter was born, and not yet old enough to seduce my wife.
Ah, he got you back, Benedict. Leonardo clearly knows your reputation with women. The lady resembles Leonardo so much that there can be no doubt who her father is. Congratulations, lady. You resemble a most honourable man.
Well, even if he is her father, I'm sure she wouldn't want the head of the old man on her shoulders. I'm amazed you're still talking, Benedict. Nobody marks you. Well, it isn't my dear Lady Disdain. Are you yet living? How could Disdain die when you're here? When you're around, even Lady Courtesy becomes Lady Disdain. Well, that makes Lady Courtesy a traitor. All women love me, except you. It's too bad I'm so hard-hearted, for truly I love none. Women are lucky then. You would make a pernicious suitor. Thankfully, I feel the same way you do. I'd rather hear my dog bark at a crow than hear a man swear he loves me. Whew. Well, God keep your ladyship in that frame of mind, or some poor man will end up with his face scratched off. Scratching would not make it worse, as 'twas such a face as yours were. Look at you instructing me like a parrot would. A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours. I wish my horse had the speed of your tongue, and wasn't tireless. Ah, I'm done. You always end like this. I know you of old.
Claudia, Benedict, my dear friend Leonardo has invited you all to stay here in Portsmouth. I told him we'll stay for at least a month. Brother.
Thank you. I'm not a man of many words, so thank you.
If it pleases you, sir, will you lead us all inside?
Leonardo, we shall go in together.
Benedict, did you notice Leonardo's daughter?
Saw her, but I didn't notice her.
Isn't she a well-mannered young lady?
Do you want my true opinion, or do you want me to criticise her like I do all women?
Come on, speak seriously.
Okay, well, it seems to me that she's too short to be praised highly, too dark to be praised fairly, and too small to be praised greatly. Can't say this about her. If she were different than she was, she'd be ugly. But since she can't be anything but herself, I don't like her.
You think I'm joking? Come on, tell me what you think.
You're thinking of buying her, is that what this is?
Would it be possible to buy a jewel as rare and precious as Hero?
Yes, and you could buy a box to put it in too. But are you speaking seriously, or are you just joking? I'm going to sing along. I need to know which key you're singing in.
I think she's the most wonderful woman I've ever laid eyes on.
I'm still young enough to see without glasses, and I can't see what you're talking about. If her cousin Beatrice didn't have such a nasty temper, she'd be so much more beautiful than Hero. But this doesn't mean you're looking to get married, does it?
Well, even if I swore never to marry, I don't think I could keep such a promise if Hero would marry me.
I don't know what's going on these days. Is there not one man who knows not to take a wife? She's just going to cheat on him. But fine. If you want to yoke yourself to marriage like an ox carrying its load and give up all of your free time, then may just come back for you.
What secrets between you have kept you from following us to Leonardo's?
Sir, you will have...
Your loyalty to me required you to tell me what you've been talking about.
Claudio. I can keep a secret like a mute. I hope you know that. But I owe the major my allegiance. So I'll tell him. Claudio is in love. With who? With Hero, Leonardo's short daughter.
Well, amen if you love Hero, because she is worthy of your love.
Sir?
I swear I'm telling you what I honestly think.
And I swear I spoke truthfully to Benedict. I feel that I love Hero.
And I swear I spoke honestly when I said this was a horrible idea.
I feel that I love her.
I know that she is worthy of your love.
I, on the other hand, don't know how she could be worthy or how she could be loved. Even fire can't melt that opinion out of me. You could burn me at the stake and I still think this.
You never did believe in the power of beauty.
Or the power of reason.
I was conceived by a woman, and I thank her very much for all her efforts. And she brought me up, and I thank her for that too. But all other women will have to forgive me for not wanting to be made a fool out of.
I swear, before I die, I'm going to see you sick with love.
With hunger, with fever, sure, my friend, but never sick with love.
I'll be sure to remember all this fuss you've made in case you ever do fall in love. That will be news.
If I ever change my mind, you can use me for target practice.
Oh, you'll soften as time passes. While you're waiting for that to happen, though, hurry to Leonardo's, give him my respects, and tell him that I'll definitely be there for dinner tonight, since, as I know, he has gone to great lengths for this meal.
Think I can handle this mission? And with that, I'm gone.
I'm at your service. Just tell me what it is you want me to do, and however hard it is, you'll see that I'm eager to do it.
Does Leonardo have any of the children, sir?
Hero is his only child, and his only heir. Why do you like her, Claudio? Look, if you really love the beautiful Hero, enjoy it. I'll speak to her and her father about the matter, and I shall convince Leonardo to promise Hero to you.
How?
They're going to have a costume party with Dante tonight. I'll disguise myself as you and pour out my feelings to Hero, taking her prisoner with the force of my love story. And then, in the end, she's yours. Let's get started right away.
Brother, I have some strange news for you.
Is it good news?
Well, it seems like good news. Sam and Lana heard Claudio and Major talking as they walked through the orchard. Apparently, Claudio's getting a liking to your daughter. And he's going to tell us so at the dance now. If she likes him, he's going to come to you and ask for her hand immediately.
My daughter should hear of this, so she can be prepared with an answer, just in case. Please, go and tell her for me.
Really, my lord, why are you so excessively sad?
Things that cause my sadness is without a limit. Therefore my sadness is without a limit.
You should listen to reason and stop being so gloomy.
I had rather be a weed in a hedge than a rose in my brother's garden. And it suits me more to be hated by everyone than to put on this fantasy show and trick people into loving me. Although I'm not a flattering, righteous man, you can say that I am honest about being a villain.
Well, could use your dissatisfaction to your advantage.
I use it all the time since that's all I have.
I've just came from a great feast where I can give you information about an intended marriage.
And let's give me an opportunity to make some mischief. Who's this fool that wants to fuss of the marriage?
Brother's right-hand man.
It's pretty boy Claudio.
That's the one.
Oh, he's a very fancy gentleman. And who's the girl who's caught his eyes?
Well, your brother has agreed to woo the lady hero, Leonato's daughter, at the dance tonight and then offer her hand in marriage to Claudio.
Excellent. Come, let's go to the dance. This will cheer me up. Claudia was responsible for keeping me gaining power with my brother. If there's any way I can ruin his life, I'll be overjoyed. You will have me, right?
Till dare die, sir?
Wasn't Don John at dinner class?
I didn't see him.
That man always looks so sour. Just looking at him gives me heartburn. He does have a terribly gloomy attitude. It would be excellent if they could make a man halfway between Don John and Benedict. One of them is too much like a painting of a man, very silent, and the other is too much like a spoiled little boy, always chattering.
Really, niece, you'll never get a husband if you keep saying such harsh things about people.
Honestly, she is too ill-tempered.
I pray every morning and night that the Lord won't send me a husband. Really, I couldn't stand a husband with a beard. I'd rather be wrapped in scratchy blankets all night.
Maybe you'll find a husband without a beard.
And then what will I do with him? Dress him up in my clothes and pretend he's my lady servant? No. If he doesn't have a beard, then he's less than a man. And if he has a beard, he's more than a boy. If he's less than a man, then he's not the one for me. And if he's more than a boy, I'm not the one for him.
Well, niece, I hope to see you married one day.
Don't we all?
Here, remember what I told you. If the major asks for your hand in marriage, you can always tell me.
My lady, will you have a dance with me?
When you look handsome, move gracefully, and say nothing, I may even linger up.
And will I be with you then?
Perhaps, if I decide to let you.
And when will that be?
And when I like the way you look. For God forbid your face be as ugly as your mask. But if you wish to speak of love, speak more softly.
Well, wish you liked me.
For your sake, I'm glad I don't, for I have many awful qualities.
Tell me one.
I say my prayers out loud.
That makes me love you even more. Everyone can hear you say amen.
But God give me a good dance partner.
Amen, that'll be me.
And let him be taken away as soon as we finish dancing. And go ahead and say amen.
No more talking, I've got my answer.
I know who you are. You are Antonio.
I assure you, I am not.
Well, I can tell by the way you waggle your head.
Really? I won't pretend to be.
You could only imitate his imperfections if you were the man himself. Look! He's got his wrinkled hands,
A man's virtues will always show themselves in the end, and that's the end of that.
Won't you tell me who told you that?
No, you'll have to excuse me.
And you won't tell me who you are?
Not now.
Who said that I was disdainful and I got all my best lines out of a bad joke book? Why, it must have been Benedict.
Who's that?
You've never heard of him?
No.
What, he never made you laugh? Please tell me, who is this hilarious and devilishly handsome man? Why, he's the prince's fool. And a very dull fool at that. He manages to both please and anger people. They laugh at him. I could have sworn he was out there somewhere. I'm sure he trampled on me.
Shall tell this man what you said when I see him?
Please do. Now come, we must follow the leaders of the dance. In all good things they do.
Lady Beatrice is angry with you. The gentleman she danced with told her that you insulted her.
Not even a block of wood could handle her abuses. She told me, not realizing it was me, that I was the prince's jester and dull as mud. She speaks daggers and every word stabs. If her breath were as foul as her words, she'd kill everything from here to furthest star.
Look, here she comes.
Could you please send me on missions to the ends of the earth? I'll fetch you a toothpick from the farthest reaches of Asia, or like a hair from the monarch's beard, or deliver any message you wish to relay to the cities. Anything, rather than stand here and exchange 3 words with that harpy. You have no employment for me.
None but your good company.
He sounds like a girl when he's angry.
Lady, you have lost Benedict's heart.
It's true.
You've humiliated him, lady. You've put him down.
I'm glad that he won't put me down. I'm sure to have fools for children. I brought you Claudio, who you asked me to find.
Here, Claudio. I wooed Hero for you, and she's agreed to marry you. I've spoken to your father, and he's given his permission. Tell us when you wish to get married, and may God give you joy.
Claudio, take my daughter, and with her my fortunes. The Major has made the match, and may God bless it.
Speak, Claudio, that's your cue.
Complete joy makes one speechless. If I were but a little happy, I'd say just how much. Lady, I am yours, so you are mine. I give myself away to you, and I'm ecstatic about the exchange.
Speak, cousin, or if you can't, then at least stop his mouth with a kiss so he can't speak either.
She can't stand to hear about getting a husband.
No, not at all. She mocks all her suitors so severely that they drop the suit.
She would make a good wife for Benedict.
No. If they were married, they would drive themselves crazy within a week.
Claudio, when do you wish to go to church to be married?
Tomorrow, my lord. I just couldn't wait a single second longer.
Wait till Monday, my dear son. This is only a week away. Even that is too short a time to plan things the way I would like.
Oh, don't look so frustrated at having to wait so long. While we're waiting for the wedding, I'm going to take on the impossible task to make Lady Beatrice and Benedict fall in love with one another. I am to see them matched. And with all of your help, I'm sure we can make that happen.
It's arranged. Claudia will marry the Leonato's daughter.
Yes, my lord, but I can school really.
Any obstacles or barriers to Claudia's happiness will act as medicine to me, and how will kill this marriage?
Well, I can only do it by line, sir, but you have to make sure that I do it so secretly I don't get caught.
Quickly tell me how.
Well, I think it was about a year ago how I told you that the Lady Hero's servant woman Margaret liked me.
I remember.
Well, if you arrange it so that you, your brother, and Claudia come to the Lady Hero's bedroom window at some indecent hour of the night, I'll make sure I'm up there, courting Margaret, going, hero, hero.
How will that kill his marriage?
Well, he won't marry her.
And what will no evidence?
Claudio and Don Pedro will see it. It's enough evidence to shame Hero, ruin Claudio, and kill Leonardo. Is there anything you wish, my lord?
That's all I want. And I'll do anything to accomplish it.
Oh, yeah, I'll arrange it then.
Make the arrangements and I'll do it. Do this carefully and I will reward you with 1,000 gold coins.
Anything you may wish, my lord?
That's all.
I can't promise that love won't transport me. But I can promise you this. Until I truly fall in love, a woman will never make me act like such a fool. Oh, the Major and Mr. Love will hide me.
Well, should we hear some music?
Yes, Lord. Listen to how quiet the evening is, as if it's perfectly set in the scene for a song.
Do you see where Benedict is hiding?
Yes, very well, my lord.
Come on, Balthasar, let's hear that song again.
Oh, my good Lord, please don't make me insult music again. My terrible singing.
You can tell an artist is excellent when he denies his own perfection. Please sing for us. Don't make me woo you anymore.
In that case, my lord, I'll sing.
Told me today that your niece Beatrice was in love with Benedict.
Go on. Keep talking. I'll praise in sight.
How wonderful that she should be so fond of Benedict, whom she has always appeared to hate.
Well, maybe she's just pretending.
That is
God.
very likely.
Pretending! No one is fake passion and skillfully assists them.
Why? What symptoms of love does she exhibit?
There's the hook. Well, this fish is going to bite.
What symptoms, my lord? You heard my daughter tell you how?
Yes, she did tell us.
Please, please tell me. This is amazing! I would have thought she was invincible against any sort of love.
I would have sworn that too, my lord, especially against Benedict.
Has she told Benedict how she feels?
No, and she swears she never will. That's what's driving her crazy.
It's true. Hero says so. Beatrice asks, "Oh, what sense does it make to treat him with such scorn and tell him how much I love him?"
And then she falls down to her knees, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, prays and curses. Oh, sweet Benedict, God give me patience!
She did indeed. Her daughter worries that Beatrice is so overwrought that she might do herself harm someday. It's true.
If she won't tell Benedict, someone else should.
And what good would that accomplish? It would just torment the poor woman even further than he already does.
If he did that, it would be a charitable deed to hang him. She is an excellent, sweet woman, and there's no doubt she's virtuous.
And she's very smart.
Except for the fact that she loves Benedict. Please tell Benedict about her feelings and see what he has to say.
Is that a good idea, do you think?
Hero thinks Beatrice will surely die. For she'll die if he doesn't love her. She'll die before she tells him herself. And she'll die if he woos her and is made to hold back one of her usual insults.
And she's probably right. If he did that, it would be a charitable deed to hang him. She's an excellent, sweet woman, and there's no doubt she's virtuous.
Sir, will you come with me? Dinner is ready.
I'm very fond of Benedict. I just wish he would take a look at himself in the mirror and realise how unfairly he's treating this good woman.
If he doesn't fall in love with her now, I'll never trust my intuition again.
The same trap must be set for her. That's your daughter's and servant's job. The real fun will be when they both believe to be in love with each other, without any of it being true. I can't wait to watch that drama. Let's send Lady Beatrice to call Benedict into dinner.
Oh, this can't be. She loves me. Well, that love must be returned. People may tease me here and there since I attacked marriage for so long, but the world needs to be populated. Oh, here comes Beatrice. My God, she's a beautiful lady. Against my will, I have been told to bring you in to dinner.
Sweet Beatrice.
I thank you for taking the pains to bring me this message. I took no more pains in bringing this message than you took pains in thanking me. If the job had been painful, I would not have come. So, you took pleasure in bringing me this message? Yes, as much pleasure as one might take at knife point. You don't want to eat, sir? Suit yourself. Against my will, I have been told to bring you to dinner. There's a double meaning in that.
Are you sure that Benedict loves Beatrice that much?
That's what the Major and my fiancé say.
And did they ask you to tell her about this?
They did want me to tell her, but I persuaded them that if they truly loved Benedict, then they'd get him to battle his emotions and keep Beatrice in the dark.
Why did you do that? Doesn't Benedict deserve as much luck with the mates as he would have with Beatrice?
Oh, nature never made a woman's heart as tough and as strong as Beatrice's. She's so in love with herself, she's incapable of loving anybody else. She can't even imagine what love is.
Yes, you're right. It'd be bad if she knew about Benedict's love. Teased him about it.
Oh, it's true. Whenever she meets a man, no matter how wise, noble, young or handsome, she rearranges all his good qualities so they end up looking bad.
It's true. And nitpicking is hardly admirable.
So, Benedict should conceal his emotions, like a fire that gets covered up. Benedict should smother his love for Beatrice and waste away. It would be better to die that way than to die from being mocked, which is almost as bad as being killed by tickling.
But you should tell her about this and see what she has to say.
No. Instead, I'll go to Benedict and advise him to fight his emotions. I'll make up some awful rumour about my cousin and ruin her reputation. You have no idea how quickly affection can be lost with a single nasty word.
Oh, don't injure your cousin like that. With the quick, intelligent wit she's rumoured to have, she can hardly be such a bad judge of character that she'd refuse a man as exceptional as Benedict.
Why, he's the only worthy man in England, aside from my dear Claudia.
When you get married, madam.
Tomorrow, and then every day after that. Come, let's go inside. I want to show you some clothes so you can tell me what I should wear tomorrow.
We caught him in our trap, madam. I'm sure of it.
Oh, God forgive me.
I'm burning up with shame. This can't be true.
If there's a prize for rotten judgment, I guess I've already won that. No man is worth the aggravation. That's ancient history, been there, done that. Did you think you're kidding? He's here, keep it hidden. Honey, we can see right through your body, I can see it. We know how you're feeling, who you're thinking of. No chance, no way, I won't say it, no, no. You swoon, you sigh, why deny it? Uh-oh, it's too cliche, I won't say I'm in love. Shoot, ooh. I thought my heart had learned its lesson. It feels so good when you start out. My head is screaming, get a grip, girl. Unless you're dying to cry your heart out. You go on denying who you are and how you're feeling. Baby, we're not buying. And we saw you hit the ceiling, facing like a grown-up. When you're gonna own up that you got it bad. Oh, no chance, no way, I won't say it, no, no. Give up or give in, check the grid, you're in love. This thing won't play, I won't say I'm in love. You're doing lips, read our lips, you're in love. Your way on the face, I won't say she won't say in love, get off my face, I won't play it. Girl, don't be proud, it's okay, you're in love. Oh, at least out loud, I won't say I'm in love. Sha-la-la-la-la-la.
I'll stay in Portsmouth until you're married, and then we shall go to Edinburgh.
I'll go with you, sir.
No, I shall ask only Benedict to come with me.
Gentlemen, I am not the same man I was before.
I agree. I think you seem more serious.
I think he's in love.
Come off it, man. There isn't a single drop of sincerity in him that can be touched with love.
I have toothache.
What are you going on about your toothache?
Well, everyone knows how to overcome an injury except the person that has it.
I repeat, he's in love.
No, 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 there is no love in Benedict, unless you mean his love for strange costumes, of course.
If he doesn't love a woman, then you can't trust the usual symptoms. He brushes his hair in the morning. What do you think that means?
Has any man seen him at the barber's?
No, but the barber's assistant has been seen with him. The beard that used to decorate his face is long gone. He's
Yes.
now stuffing tennis balls.
Getting rid of the beard definitely makes him look younger.
And he's rubbed himself with perfume. Can you smell out his secret now?
What more evidence is that he loves a woman?
The biggest clue is his seriousness.
When has he ever been known to wash his face?
Yes, or to wear cosmetics.
A conclusion. He is in love. Oh, and I know who loves him back.
I bet I know too. Someone who clearly doesn't know him at all.
Oh, no. She knows him for sure. And despite all of his horrible habits, she still would die for him.
She'll be buried with his face upwards then.
This chatter is no cure for my toothache. So you walk with me. I have 8 or 9 well-considered words to you, and I don't want these fools to hear it.
I bet my life he's gone to speak to Leonardo about Beatrice.
Oh, for sure. Hey, Hero and Margaret must have set their plan now with Beatrice. Tell you what, next time these two bears meet, they're not going to bite.
Morning, brother. Not saying you.
Good evening, brother.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak with you.
In private.
If you wish, but Claudia can stay because this concerns him too.
What's the matter?
Do you plan on getting married tomorrow?
You know that he
I
does.
do not once he knows what I know.
If you know a reason why I shouldn't marry tomorrow, I urge you to tell me.
I came here and I'll make the shot. She's been talked about for far too long. The lady is unfaithful.
Who? Hero?
Well, that's the one. Your hero, Leonardo's hero, every man's hero.
Unfaithful?
The word is too good to represent a wickedness. Come with me tonight and you'll see a man enter a bedroom chamber. Even tonight, the night before a wedding. If you love her after that, then marry her tomorrow. But you've been far more unreal if you change your mind.
Is this possible?
I won't consider it.
If you're at risk coming to see her tonight, I don't claim to know what she's like. If you follow me, I'll give you all the proof that you need.
Okay, I'll follow you. And if I see anything that means that I begin to question our marriage, I will shame her in the very congregation we were supposed to marry.
And since I wooed her in your name, I'll join you in disgracing her.
Remain calm until midnight, and you'll see what the trouble is. Come.
Gentlemen, are you all good and honest men?
Yes, they are, otherwise it would be proper for them to suffer salvation, body and soul.
If they had any allegiance when they were chosen for the end God, a punishment like that would be too good for him. This is your assignment. You are to apprehend any vagrant man you see. You are to order all men to stop in the king's name.
And what if I won't stop?
Well, then leave him alone. Then gather all the watch together, and thank God you've gotten rid of such a criminal.
If he does not go when he is told to, then he is not one of the king's subjects.
And you aren't supposed to meddle with anyone but the king's subjects. You will also stay quiet in the streets, for a babbling watch is most intolerable and will not be tolerated.
We'll sleep instead of talk. We know what's appropriate for a watch.
You speak like an experienced watchman, sleeping on the watch shouldn't be a problem. Just make sure your weapons don't get stolen. Also to visit all the bars in the area. Tell anyone who's drunk to go home, to go to bed.
But what if they won't go?
Well, then leave him alone. Then when he's sober, if even then he doesn't answer to your satisfaction, you can say, you are not the man I thought you were. Right, gentlemen. That's it. See you later. Keep each other's secrets. And your own.
Well, that's another further assignment. Let's sit around the church bench until 2 and then go off to bed.
One more thing. Gentlemen, watch over Leonardo's house tonight. With the wedding being held there tomorrow, there's a great to-do there tonight. Adieu!
Bless you.
Good night, gentlemen.
Quiet, don't move. I'll tell you everything. There's some trees in the carry, gentlemen. Let's take it. Captain John paid me 1,000 gold coins to woo Margaret at the Lady Hero's window. He arranged for Don Pedro himself and Claudio to come and witness the event. Claudio, he went away enraged and swore that he would not marry Hero and he would disgrace her in front of the entire congregation.
Charge!
Call up the Master Constable Doggery. We have discovered the most dangerous piece of lechery that was ever known in the Commonwealth.
I know, he's your reform, he wears a lot of cash.
Gentlemen,
Sir, don't speak. We obey you to come with us.
Probably a very valuable catch for you guys.
Alright, Friar Francis, let's keep this short. Do a simple ceremony and then list all the particular duties of marriage later.
Do you come here, my lord, to marry this lady?
No.
No, he comes to be married to her, Friar. You are the one who has come to marry her.
Ha ha ha! Do you, my lady, come here to be married to this soldier?
I do.
If anyone has any secret reason why these two must not be joined, I order you on your souls to say so.
Do you know of any, Hero?
No, my lord.
Do you know any, my lord?
I'm sure I can answer for him. He knows none.
Hold on, Father. Father, do you give me your daughter freely?
As freely, son, as God gave her to me.
Oh, and what do I give you in return for such a rare and precious gift?
Nothing, sir, except grandchildren.
So you've always told me to accept him as nobody.
Claudio.
Leonardo, take your daughter back! Don't insult her friend by giving him an orange that rots from the inside. See how she blushes, like a virgin. She's no virgin. She's been in a man's bed! She blushes from guilt.
What do you mean, sir?
What do I mean? I mean I won't marry a proven slut!
No!
My lord, if it was you who conquered her and took her
I
virginity,
know
then...
what you're about to say. And if we had slept with each other as man and wife, we did so merely anticipating our marriage. No. I never tempted her, I never seduced her with indecent words. I treated her with appropriate affection and modest sincerity.
And have I ever seemed anything less than modest or appropriate to you? Are you sick, my lord? Is that why you're talking so wildly?
May I just say something?
What should I say? I've been dishonoured. I arranged for a friend of mine to marry a common whore!
Am I dreaming?
The will have been spoken, sir, and they are true.
Leonardo, let me ask you one thing. Ask her to speak the truth.
It's my daughter. I order you to do so.
What man were you with between the hours of midnight and 1?
I spoke with no man at our Claudio!
Well, then you are no virgin. Leonardo, I'm sorry I have to hear this. I swear under my honour that we saw and heard Hero talking to a brute at her window last night, and that man hath confessed how he has secretly come to her bedroom thousands of times.
Oh my lord, don't name a sinful acts to speak of them. There is no way to describe them without offending anyone here. Pretty lady, such a shame for your shocking behaviour.
Hero, beautiful sinner. Because of you, I keep my heart away from that.
Does anyone have a dagger for me?
Does anyone have whiskey for me?
Hero? Hero?
Come, let us go. These revelations overwhelm her.
Oh, fate. Don't spare Hero from punishment. Only death can cover over her shame.
Hero?
Die, Hero! Don't open your eyes! If I didn't think you were about to die, if I thought your spirit could bear this shame, then I would risk punishment and kill you myself. Am I to blame for only having one child? One child, one too many. Why did I ever have one? Why didn't I just adopt a beggar child, left at my doorstep, whose shame and dishonour I could have denied?
Sir, calm down. I'm so amazed by this, I don't know what to say.
On my soul, my cousin has been slandered.
Lady, did you stay in her room last night?
No, but I have every other night this year.
Then it's confirmed. This is even more evidence, and the case against her was airtight already. But the two soldiers and Claudio lied. Claudio loved her so much, talking about her wickedness made him weep.
Hold on a moment. I've only been silent this entire time because I've been watching Hero. I've seen her begin to blush 1,000 times, only to watch those blushes disappear 1,000 times, and an innocent paleness take over her. Call me a fool. Don't trust my age, my position, my observations, my holiness. You can doubt all of these things if this sweet lady turns out to be guilty.
But she must be, Friar. You see, any morals she have left are preventing her from denying the charges. She wouldn't want to add perjury to a list of sins.
Lady, who do they accuse you of having taken as your lover?
They know who they accuse me with. I don't.
The princes are under some strange misunderstanding.
The two of them are completely honourable. And if they have been tricked in this, the blame will be on John the Bastard.
I don't know. If they've spoken the truth, I will tear her apart with my bare hands. If they have spoken falsely, even the greatest of them will have to deal with me.
Hold on a moment and listen to my advice. The princes left your daughter here for dead. Hide her for a while and tell everyone that she has in fact died. Make a big show of mourning for her. Hang sad epitaphs up in your home and perform all the appropriate funeral ceremonies.
Why should we do this? What will it do?
Listen, if we do this correctly, the men who slandered Hero will feel remorse for her instead. But I have an even greater goal in mind. When Claudio hears that Hero has died from his words, well, we don't value the things we have until we lose them. His mind will be sweetly overtaken with thoughts of her, and if he ever truly felt love, he'll mourn and excuse her actions. Follow my plan, and if it doesn't go well, you can put her in a nunnery. That's the best place for someone with Hero's kind of dirty reputation. Away from the public's eyes, ears, tongues, and insults.
Leonardo, listen to the friar's plan. I swear I will keep your counsel and deal with this secretly and justly.
Because of my grief, I will grab onto the smallest piece of string dangled in front of me.
Come, lady, you must die to live. Hopefully your wedding day is only postponed. Have patience and endure.
Sweet Beatrice, have you been crying this entire time?
Yes, and I'll keep crying a while longer.
I don't wish that on you.
You don't have to. I do it of my own free will.
I truly believe that your cousin was falsely accused.
Oh, the man who avenged her could ask anything of me.
Is there any way I could show such friendship to you?
A very clear way that there is no friend willing to undertake it.
Can a man do it?
It is a job meant for a man, but not you.
There is nothing in this world I love as much as you. Is that not strange?
It's almost as strange as this other thing that I don't quite understand. I could just as easily say that there's nothing in this world that I love as much as you. Though I'm not lying. I confess nothing. And yet I deny nothing. I feel awful for my cousin.
By my sword, Beatrice, you love me!
Don't swear like that and then go back and eat it later.
I will swear by it, and I'll make any man who says I don't love you eat it. I swear I love you.
Really?
What? Yeah.
Really? You love me? Me?
Yeah.
Me? Oh, may God forgive me. You loved me first. I was about to swear that I loved you.
Well, then do so with all your heart.
I love you with so much of my heart that none of it is left to protest.
Ask me to do anything.
Kill Claudia.
Not for the whole wide world.
Then rejecting my request, you kill me instead. Goodbye.
Beatrice.
My body waits here, but the rest of me is gone. You don't really love me. I beg of you to let me go.
Not until we part as friends. Friends.
You dare try to be my friend when you refuse to fight my enemy.
Oh, is Claudio your enemy?
Hasn't he proven himself to be a great villain, scorning, slandering, and dishonouring my cousin's name? Oh, if only I were a man, I'd rip his heart out in public and eat it. Talking with a man outside her bedroom window, a likely story. Sweet hero, she's been wronged, she's been ruined, she's been slandered. I can't make myself a man by wishing I were, so instead as a woman I will die from grieving.
I swear by my hand that I love you.
Don't swear by it. Put your hand to some use that will prove you love me.
Do you truly believe in your heart that your cousin was falsely accused?
Yes. More than I have a thought or a soul.
Well, that's enough for me. I will challenge him. I will kiss your hand. And with that, I leave you.
Is our whole assembly here?
We just need a stool and a cushion.
Which ones are the malefactors?
Sir, that will be me and my partner.
Yes, we have been exhibition to examine this case.
No, you misunderstand. Who are the criminals I'm supposed to examine? Bring them before the Master Constable.
Yes. Good idea. Bring the criminal before me. What's your name, friend?
My name is Private Baraccio.
Write down Private Baraccio.
And yours? Sir, my name is Private Baraccio.
Write down Master, Gentleman, Private Baraccio. So are you a good Christian and do you serve God?
Yes, sir, I hope so.
Write down that he hopes he serves God. But write God first, for God forbid we put this criminal before God. Sir, we believe that you'll know much better than a lying criminal. And soon we'll know almost for certain. How do you plead?
I can tell you, sir, that I am not a criminal.
Ah, he's a witty fellow. Ah. Sir, we believe you are a criminal. How do you plead?
Honestly, sir, I can tell you I am not a criminal.
Have you written down he's not a criminal? Both times it's matched, right? He's not a criminal.
Master Constable, you're going about this all wrong. First, you have to speak to the watchman who accused him.
Yes. Yeah, that's the F this way, yep. Bring the watchman forward. Gentlemen, I order you in the prince's name to accuse this man.
This man, said sir, that Captain John, the Major's brother, was a villain.
Oh, that's perjury, that is. It's called the Major's officer a villain.
Constable.
Be quiet, I don't look at you.
What else did you hear him say?
That Captain John had promised to pay £1,000 for dishonoring the Lady Hero.
Oh, that's thieving, that is.
Yes, by God, that it is.
What else did you hear?
I heard that Lieutenant Claudio was going to disgrace Hero in front of the whole wedding party and refused to marry her.
Ah, you'll be condemned to everlasting redemption for this.
What else?
That's all.
You can't deny this, sir. Early this morning, Don John fled Portsmouth. Hero was accused exactly as the watchman described and died on the spot from the grief. Master Constable, tie up this man and bring him to Leonato's. I'll get there first and tell him what we found out.
Tie up the criminal.
Let him be in the hands.
Get up here, you fool! What's this? The Major's officer was called a fool! Sexton! Where's the sexton? Should write down that the Major's officer was called a fool! Oh, you're a nasty little stinker.
Get away from me, you ass! You ass!
How can you call me that? Do you suspect my office? Do you suspect my age? Oh, if only the sexton were to write down that I am an ass. Gentlemen, remember that? Even though it's not written down, remember that I am an ass. Oh, if the sexton were to write down that I am an ass. Take him away.
It's so mean.
If you keep on the way you've been going, you'll kill yourself. There's no point in adding to your grief.
Stop advising me. Your words pass through my ears like water through a sieve. Don't counsel me. Only someone who has been wronged as I have can comfort me. Find me a father who loved his daughter as overwhelmingly as I loved Hero, and ask him to be patient.
Well, then you're no better than a child.
Please leave me alone.
Don't take all that burden on yourself. Make sure the ones who have wronged you suffer too.
In my soul, I believe Hero to be innocent. And I will make sure that the Major, Claudio, and anybody else who helped us on her know about it.
Major and Claudio are hurrying us away.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good day to you both.
Listen,
We're
gentlemen.
in a bit of a hurry, Leonardo.
A bit of a hurry, my lord. Well then, don't bother.
Come on, don't quarrel with this good old man.
Well, it's fine, he's after. Some of us here should run and hide.
Who has wronged him?
Indeed, you have wronged me, you liar. Don't bother trying to intimidate me by going for your weapon. I'm
Yes.
scared of you.
Curse my hand, for I would go for an old man like you.
Damn you, don't mock and sneer at me. I'm not a doddering old fool who brags about the things he did when he was young, and what he would do now if he weren't so old. Claudio, I'm telling you right to your face, you have wronged me and my innocent child. Your slander has broken her heart, and now she lies buried in a tomb with her ancestors. Ancestors who have never been tainted by scandal until you caused one with your wickedness.
My wickedness.
Yours, Claudio. Yours, I say.
You've got it wrong, old man.
You think you can get rid of me that easily? You killed my child. You killed someone on your own side. Because if you kill me, boy, then I've killed a man.
They'll have to kill us both. And indeed, we're both men. Come on, kill me and brag about it, little boy. Come after me.
Brother.
Shut. Quiet. God knows I loved my niece. And now she's slandered to death by cowards, boy, fools.
Brother Anthony.
Don't. Hush, I know their kind exactly. They're petulant, disrespectful, fashion-crazy boys who lie and cheat and mock and defame and slander.
But Brother Anthony.
Don't. Let me deal with this.
Gentlemen, we won't stay here and anger you further. I'm sorry about your daughter's death, but I swear our accusations were true and backed up with proof.
My lord.
I will not hear you.
No? Come on, brother. I'm determined to be heard by someone.
Indeed you shall be. Some people here shall suffer.
Welcome, sir. You just missed a fight that was barely avoided.
Honestly, we're about to have our noses snapped off by two old men with no teeth.
There is no bravery in an unfair fight. I've been looking for you two.
Look, Benedict is so pale. Are you sick or angry? I think he's really angry.
If he is, that's his problem.
Shall I speak a word in your ear? You are a villain. I challenge you, however you want, whatever weapons you choose and wherever you want. Meet this challenge, or I'll say you're a coward. You have killed an innocent woman and you will pay dearly for her death. Your brother, John the Bastard, has run away from Portsmouth. The three of you have killed a sweet woman. Lord Lackbeard over there will meet me at the mark.
He is serious.
Very serious.
He challenged you.
Most sincerely.
But didn't he say that my brother has run away? What's this? One of my brother's men all tied up. Ratio, officers, what crime have these men committed?
Well, sir, they've lied. Moreover, they have said things that were not true. Secondarily, they have falsely accused a lady. Sixth and lastly, they have confirmed things that did not in fact happen. And to conclude, they are lying scoundrels.
What have you done? This educated constable is too brilliant for me to understand.
Major, I won't await my trial. Listen to my story and let the lieutenant kill me now. I wooed Margaret at the Lady Hero's bedroom window. You shamed her when you should have married her. Now a lady has died because of mine and my master's false accusations.
But did my brother prompt you to do all this?
Yes, and he paid me well for doing so.
He's made of treachery and has run away to avoid all of his crimes.
Sweet hero,
Also, sir, this hasn't yet been written down. The plaintiff here, criminal, he did in fact call me an ass. Here comes Master Leonardo.
Which one of them did it? Let me see his eyes.
If you want to see your deceiver, then look at me.
No, villain, for you did not walk alone. Here are two gentlemen. The third has run away, who helped you. Thank you, gentlemen, for my daughter's death.
Sir, I don't know how to ask for your forgiveness, but I must say something. Choose your revenge. Punish me through whatever device you say, but please know, I sinned by mistake.
Me too. But to satisfy this good old man, I too will bear any punishment he gives.
I can't ask you to make my daughter live again. That's impossible. But I beg of you to tell the people she was innocent when she died. Come by my house tomorrow morning. And if you won't be my son-in-law, be my nephew instead. My brother has a daughter that looks just like Hero. She's heir to both our estates. Marry her as you should have married her cousin, and I will let my revenge die.
Oh, noble sir, I accept your offer. My future is in your hands.
Right. I must be going. I will see you tomorrow, gentlemen. I will make sure that this man is brought face to face with Margaret, who I believe was hired by John to take part in this plot.
No, she wasn't. She didn't know anything about it. She's always been honest and good.
Also, sir, this, again, it hasn't been written down, but, criminal here did in fact call me an ass. Please remember that when you are punishing him.
Thank you for all your efforts.
You seem like a very respectful gentleman, and may God bless you.
This is for your troubles.
God save the charitable organisation.
Go. We are relieved of your duty. Thank you.
Well, I leave a slimy bastard with you, for you to punish and make an example of. God bless your worship. I wish you well. May the God restores you to your health. And I will humbly let you go now. God prohibiting, we will meet again. Gentlemen.
We'll see you tomorrow then, gentlemen.
Indeed. Until tomorrow, gentlemen.
Watchman!
Only more Hero tonight.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful.
I am pitiful singer. Can't even write down how I feel in the poem. I have tried. Can't think of anything that rhymes with lady. With baby. Baby. Baby, oh. Oh, baby. Lady Beatrice. Do you come because I called for you? Yes, sir, and I will leave when you want me to. Well, stay till then. There, you said then, so I'll leave now. But before I go, let me get what I came for. What happened between you and Claudio? I spoke angry, foul words to him, and with that I will kiss you. If you had foul words in your mouth, then your breath must be foul. And foul breath is nauseating, thus I will leave without being kissed. Your wit is so forceful it frightens the very meaning out of your words. But I will tell you this plainly. I have challenged Claudio, and either he'll meet my challenge or declare he's a coward. Now, which of my bad qualities did you first fall in love with?
With all of them at once. They worked together to create such an entirely evil person that no good could ever enter the mix. But tell me, which of my good qualities first made you suffer love for me?
Suffer love. That is a good way of putting it. I do suffer love, for I love you against my will. But tell me, how is your cousin?
She's very ill.
And how are you?
I'm very ill too.
Have faith. Love me and friends. And that's what I'll finish this summer summit this way.
Madam, you have to come to your uncle's. There's a huge racket going on there. It's been proven the lady hero is innocent. Claudia and the Major have been utterly deceived, and Captain John, who's run away, was the source of all the trouble. Will you come immediately?
Yes, of course. Will you come with me to hear this news, sir?
I will live in your heart, die in your lap, and be buried in your eyes. And what's more, I will come with you to your uncle's.
Didn't I tell you she was innocent?
Yes, and the Major and Claudio, who accused her, are innocent as well, because they were deceived by John.
Well, I'm glad everything's been sorted out.
Me too, otherwise I would have had to have a duel with Claudio.
Hero. You and the other women must retreat to a room. When I call for you, mount my masks. The Major and Claudio should be here soon. Brother, you know your job. You're to marry, you're to give away your niece's part.
Sorry, I had a noise one. That's what it was.
My bad. You're to give away your niece's.
Perhaps you've drank a bit, brother. Let me explain this to you. I'm to give away my niece, pretending that she's my daughter. That way, Claudio thinks he's marrying someone else.
Ah, yes.
There
That's
we
perfect.
go. There we go. It's okay.
Friar, I need to take it from you.
What do you need me to do?
To tie me off or to undo me, one or the other. The truth is, your niece likes me.
Sees you with the eyes of my daughter Lanta, it's true.
And I see her through the eyes of love. I wish for your permission for us to be married.
Man.
The Major and Claudio are coming. Good morning, Major. Good morning, Claudio. You still set on marrying my brother's daughter?
Yes, sir.
Bring her out, brother. Trial's ready.
Which lady am I supposed to marry?
This one, and I will give it to you.
Well, lady, let me see your face.
No, you can't do that until you take her by the hand and in front of this friar swear to marry her.
Lady, as the friar to my witness, I am your husband, if you're happy.
Hero that is dead?
And when I lived, I was your other wife. And when you loved me, you were my other husband. One hero died when she was slandered. But I am alive. Surely as I am alive, I'm a maid.
She was only dead, my lord, as long as her slander lived.
I can confirm that all of these shocking things are true. In time, I will tell you all about beautiful Hero's death. In the meantime, let's just accept all of these wonderful things and go to the chapel.
Woke up this morning, jumped out of bed. I put on my best suit. I got in my car and raced like a jet all the way to you. I knocked on your door with heart in my hand to ask you a question, 'cause I know that you're an old-fashioned man. Can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? Say yes, 'cause I need to know. Say you'll never get your blessing till the day I die. So look, my friend, the answer is no. And why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? But why you gotta be so rude? I'm gonna marry her anyway. Marry that girl. I'll marry her anyway. Marry that girl. It don't matter what you say. Marry that girl. We'll be a family. I hate to do this, you leave no choice. Can't live without her. Love me or hate me, we will be both standing at the altar. Or we will run away to another galaxy. You know she's in love with me. She will go anywhere I go. Can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? Say yes, 'cause I need to know. Say you'll never get your blessing till the day I die. So look, my friend, the answer's still no. So why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? So why you gotta be so rude? I'm gonna marry her anyway. Marry that girl. I'll marry her anyway. Marry that girl. It don't matter what you say. Marry that girl. We'll be a family. Why you gotta be so rude? Tell me why. No.
Wait, which one of you is Beatrice? I answer to that name. What is your will? Do you love me?
No. No more than reason.
Oh. Well, the Major and Claudio are much deceived, for they swore you did.
Do you love me?
Oh no. No more than reason. Well, then Margaret, Ursula, and my cousin were deceived, for they swore you did. They swore you were sick for me.
They swore you were nearly dead for me.
Come, daughter. I'm sure you love him.
And I can prove it. Here is a clumsy letter written by Benedict for you.
What? And here's a note in Beatrice's handwriting, all about her adoration for Benedict.
It's a miracle. Our handwriting gives away our hearts. Come, I will have you, but it's only out of pity.
I won't deny you, but let it be known that I'm only doing this after a lot of persuasion and to save your life. I hear you will quickly wasting away without me.
Oh, shut up. I will stop your mouth. Come on, let's drink before we are wed. Musicians, play us a song. Major Pedro, I'm sad. Get thee a wife. Get thee a wife.
My lord, your brother was caught by armed soldiers as he fled. He's been brought back to port.
No, we'll deal with him tomorrow. I'll think of some awful punishment for him.
haven't got a programme, I'd like to say thanks to, well, not everyone here, but there are a few individuals who aren't here. Tom Goodall, example, my dad, and David Paternoster, who designed or built this thing, which is coming down shortly later with my foot. I just want to say a massive thanks to the whole cast and the committee who, if they come forward, have, at the same time as me, done absolutely everything to make this work current. And just want to please have a huge round of applause for my for donating money to our teas and coffees. 20% of all our ticket sales and all money that you've paid for your programmes or teas is going to our two charities, Mind, Mental Health and Stroke Association. So a big thank you to all of you for supporting us, and to Matt at the back who had to tell me to turn this off.